healthy business environment is important. Keep at a minimum regulatory compliance, burdensome regulatory compliance.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
And the more the consumers, which is a tendency that later by later, very slowly, but the consumers of organic product are increasing because there are more. The market later by later is learning more about, like, to buy an organic product. It's just not, you're not just paying a lot of money. Number one, it's good for you.
Yep.
Number two, the whole supply chain has been verified.
Yes.
And I'm aware some European products as well, when they have a certification from organic. In Europe also, they go under the deepest scrutiny as well. Until finally they get them the certification, because exactly as you described, it comes from the soil, from they check out the not just the product, the supply chain around, to make sure that complies. And again, that sounds expensive, and I think that you have to. It's not you just get it and that's it. They do continuous check to make sure that you are keeping up the levels. How what do you think? Do you need? Do you have received any help from the government, from the I don't know how they call it in United States, as for the city, or from the council? In UK we call it council, or anybody helping you, because he thinks that it's a lot of weight for you to carry along, and at the end of the day, your product is solving a social problem in a way. So you shouldn't be alone in this back then, and on top of that, competing with big giants around there that they have a huge buying power. So any help, at least from the local charity or from someone in the community, because this is something that we have to keep the conversation going, because otherwise it's not sustainable. Is you want to make the world a better place. You want to empower the local communities. You want to don't damage the soil. We want to leave this planet very good for the next generation to come. For people that have kids, for example, right? A lot of people that buy this organic product, they have kids. They don't want to leave a legacy to their kids, a planet that is totally destroyed. So people that have kids, they have this buying power, and they prefer to spend more in this kind of product. But it still is a lot for a small company to go through. Do you think?
It is. It is. We don't, to answer your question, we don't take any help from government, and we don't want to. So we're not, we don't take any grant money or anything from the government. So we've funded this up ourselves up to this point. But we are a small company still, and we have a small staff, and we use everybody by third party. So we have a third party supply chain warehouse fulfillment house. We have a third party brand management company that does our sales. It's called Cascadia Managing Brands. And they brought, some of the most well-known brands in the United States to market. We use them as our third party sales team. And then we do sales ourselves. And we have outside marketing agencies, and we have outside agencies for just about everything. And we work it that way. And we're going to grow significantly before we start bringing more people into house, because that's more expensive. So we're using them right now, and we will continue to use them for the foreseeable future. And that's how we do it. But for companies here in the United States, if they're startup companies, there are avenues for them to go to. They can go to angel funds. They call them angel funds here in the United States. I am a member of an angel fund locally. So we invest in small companies all the time locally.
Very good.
And that's where you can get some money to get some seed money started. There's always family and friends, they call it here in the United States. And then above angel funds, if you want to get to your next phase of funding that you need, there's venture capital groups And they are very well formed here in the United States. So that's typically how people do it. And then at some point, they can go get bank loans or capital through different sources. But that's typically how it's done here in the United States. We were lucky enough. I'm old enough, as you can see. I'm old enough, once I retired from corporations, we funded this ourselves. And up to this point, and when we get to the next stage, I'll do something different. But we've made it to this point, and we funded it ourselves. So that's how we did it here.
So if people are in love with the conversation, they want to know more about your product, how people can find you, how this process works, how they can get access to the product.
Yeah, we sell online. That's the easiest way. It's called Grassi.com, Graasi.com. We also sell on Amazon.
Very good.
And we also sell on Public Square. And for here in the States, we have a distributor network called SFP, that's Specialty Foods Partners. And we sell on Fair.com. And then in the States, we have 3 distributors that we deal with that are physical distributors, that they have our product in their warehouse that they ship. So, but for people generally speaking, Grassi.com is the best place to take a peek at it, and we sell online there.
Yeah. Any message that you have for the U.S. government that they are enhancing America U.S. products first, and also they want to have an improvement in the health of the population in general, and they doing some step moving forward. Finally, I say, and on the other hand, there you are. On the other hand, a small business owner facing a lot of overhead with the cost that organic takes, facing a lot of overhead because educating the consumer is going to cost hundreds and hundreds of millions in order to consume not only American product, but also an American product that is good for you. So what message do you have for this administration? How it's not only about talking, something has to be done. So far, I only see a little bit of talking, unless they tell me, no, Harry, that's not true. I'm receiving some grant, I'm receiving some support. But so far, what you described to me, you haven't received any help from anybody so far, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so what message do you have then?
I would say let's continue to create a pro-business environment, because that helps. I mean, money comes from businesses. It doesn't come from government. So healthy business environment is important. Keep at a minimum regulatory compliance, burdensome regulatory compliance, taxes. President Trump wants to get it down to about 15% corporate tax rate. We're on that. We're all for it. Sure. And continue to create an environment for small business to grow. And in many cases, Harry, it's really.
I mean, he's an entrepreneur. He's an entrepreneur. He 100% understands you. I get it. I believe he also have a water brand.
Oh, he does. I hadn't heard that.
So he got you 100%. Yeah. So
yes, I think
hopefully. So hopefully things get in place. I understand, things get slow, but hopefully everything gets in place and they have required. I think that small business owners and people like you creating a product, that not only generate jobs in their own country, but also put something healthy out there, especially a product that we all consume a lot, which is water. Is something amazing, and hopefully I believe that you need help. I believe that for this type of product, for this type of mission, because here we interview over 500 entrepreneurs, most of them multimillionaires, and you see, as entrepreneurs, we take all the responsibility, we take all the risk, but sometimes the product that we're putting out there, they're gonna have a big impact in society. So let's work all together, and like this, don't make the journey so tough for the entrepreneur. Make sense?
Yes, it does make sense.
Thank you so much, Chris. And for all of you following the broadcast, our next episode of Unstoppable, how brave entrepreneur like Chris break the wall and achieve the first million. Bye for now.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Thank you, Harry.
Sure. Bye.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs, that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.